I was at the University of Alabama. I was recruited by Nick Saban. I turned him down. He wanted me to play linebacker at the University of LSU. I'm gonna drop this because I can't talk. Yeah. But he wanted me to play linebacker. I wanted to play quarterback. In the Mississippi-Alabama All-Star game, told me to rotate the cuff up. We had two running backs come in, Roy Church, 5-star All-American, Glenn Coffey, second round, first pick in the second round. They changed me to linebacker, so I had to adjust. In your life, you're gonna have to adjust, because it's not gonna be perfect. You're not gonna have everything you want. You ain't gonna have all the money you want. You ain't gonna have all the women, the clothes. It just ain't gonna happen. My senior year at Alabama, I'm starting at linebacker, starting at Sam linebacker. Rolando McClain, anybody know Rolando? Went number 8 in the draft. Mm-hmm. I won the linebacker award over Rolando. Javier Arenas. But my favorite award that I got was the I Like to Practice award. I like to practice. Reason being because it showed that it didn't take something, a special occasion, or it didn't take something, a big game or this or that for me to show up. Every day I showed up. See, Rod, I was number 10, he was number 8, so our lockers right beside each other. We compete every day. I'm like that right now. Whatever it is, you ain't gonna beat me in it. I ain't gonna lose. Long story short, starting at linebacker, I'm on the dean's list at the University of Alabama, and I'm hustling. I'm selling cocaine at the same time. Hanging in Birmingham, Bessemer, I heard those areas?
Belmont City.
Yeah, that's where I'm hanging at every day, selling cocaine. Offered me 65 years in prison. Offered me 65 years in prison. Who up in here 17, 18? Anybody up in here that age? Well, I'm 19, I'm 20 years old. Never been in trouble. I ain't never sold no drug before. Never even thought about it. Well, I thought about it, but I was always scared of it. Now, it's something my coaches get fired, my granddaddy get killed. And when I say my granddaddy get killed, like normally it's supposed to be your granddad get old, your grandma get old, and they down on their deathbed and fairy tale, right? But life ain't like that. It's not like that. You're gonna have struggles, you're gonna have problems. You're not gonna have your daddy. You're not gonna have your mama. We're gonna go through stuff. The adults in here, everybody. Do you have adversity every day? Well, y'all let these children know. Do you have adversity every day? Yes. Whether it's your wife, your husband, your bill, your kid. Every day we wake up, we're gonna face some kind of adversity. The thing is perseverance. Perseverance. Anybody know what that is? To keep pushing, to keep fighting. The work ethic. It's what you put into it. See, Chris tell y'all one thing. My work ethic is greater than anything. I learned that talent gonna lose the work ethic every day. If you work harder than somebody, you're gonna beat that talent every day. I wound up getting 15 years in prison. And the 15-year sentence, 1 year to serve. I served a year in prison with 5 years on probation. So I did my year in prison. You hear the stereotype. And the reason why I'm talking to y'all, and the reason why I do this, because I want y'all to have hope. I want y'all to understand that just because you grow up in a project, anybody live in a project? Anybody from the hood? Anybody from the hood? Anybody got a single parent? Anybody know somebody been to jail? Anybody got a tattoo? Anybody got kids out of wedlock? See, that kind of stuff, that's a stereotype. That's a stereotypical thing. That if you got those kind of situations, if you got those kind of problems, if you come from the hood, if you've been to prison, if you've done this, you've done that, then you're not gonna be successful. That's right. That's ball. God, my second month out of prison, I went to the dealership, and everything that we're going through here today, from how you carry yourself to your appearance, to how you interview, to social media, all of this, all of it play a part, not just in your football career, but in your life. You see, football, it's about positioning, right? A linebacker, he got to be in the right position to do what make us happen, right? And the running back got to be in the right position to make the cut, right? And a lineman, he got to be in the right position to make a block, right? The same thing. If you're in the wrong position, then you're going to lose. Your life is about positioning and placing yourself in the right position to be successful. It ain't going to always come out as a success, but you're giving yourself that chance. You see, if I hear everybody, and if I hear the negative, if I hear the stereotypical thing that said how you just come from prison, how you got tattooed, how you had a baby out of wedlock, how you come from the hood, hey, you ain't gonna be nothing, you're a young black man, then I would have been stuck. And it's a lot of young brothers who stuck like that. And they come home and they do what? The same thing, because they don't position themselves to do better. Yeah, Nick Saban himself told me, Jimmy, stop selling dope. What'd I tell him? Cause I ain't doing nothing. I don't do that. Walked out in the parking lot, saw some cocaine. Next morning, and I'm gonna tell you about work ethic. Chris will tell you, I was up at 5 the next morning. 5 the next morning, not for breakfast club, but to get my workout on, to outwork everybody, to outwork the next man, because I didn't have all the talent. I wasn't the fastest on my team. I wasn't the strongest on my team. I wasn't the smartest. And a lot of y'all not. But the thing I could control was how hard I worked. But they named me the best player in the whole state of Mississippi. And I wasn't even the best talent on my team. Same thing with Khalil, it's about how you work. You see, I go back to Bama now, and they don't look at me for the one mistake that I made. They go back and they say, man, Jimmy, you work so hard. Jimmy was the hardest worker. Jimmy gonna light you up. Jimmy gonna go through you. Because that's my work ethic. That's my character. Your character is what? What you do when no one looking. But one day, I was at the top of the world. And I worked my tail off to get there. The wind sprints, the years and years and years of hard work and showing people and having to prove to people that I was better, that I'm good. And it's just like this, CNN, ESPN, helicopter, everybody. It's over. My climb to the top was so hard, but that fall, y'all, was quick. And it hurt. If your goal is to be successful, put yourself around positive people, people who on the same track. On my Facebook page, my boss put it up. It's a pride of lines, And it said, place yourself around people with the same mission. Thank y'all for letting me talk to you.
It's going to help me in the future because I have a lot more time to decide on what I want to do with my life. Still indecisive about whether I should choose business as a major or architecture as a major. But if I keep coming to these programs, TAP or any other program, it will help me.
You know, just going to TAP, it taught me a lot today, just how to interview, how to shake hands, how to interact with each other better.
It's very helpful. Like, if you wasn't sure coming into the program, not sure, not knowing what it's gonna be about, as you sat down and listened to it, it really got you and made you think about what you need to do to prepare yourself for your life and going to college football, into that. Not even just football, just like telling you how to get you ready for your family when you get older, not being a deadbeat dad or anything like that. And just help you a lot all around, just about.
I learned that it's always not gonna just come to you, because I know like a lot of people in the room today, they want to play pro football, and I know you gotta have backup plans, and I know I just learned that I just want to be a better person. Even if football doesn't last forever, I want to be that person to come out and show people that there's always other chances in life, and that you don't have to give up and go do something wrong just because one thing to go one way.
80% of these kids do not know how to tie a tie. But one thing they learn how to tie a tie. And thanks to D&K Suits, every kid left here with their own personal tie. So when they go to their first job interview or when they receive their first award, they'll have a tie. I mean, that's awesome. And then the biggest thing that's going on in the community right now is social media. These kids now have the tools at their hands, fingertips, on what not to do on social media, how to make sure they're posting the right things, using social media to help them market themselves. And then last but least, they left here with information on NCAA Clearinghouse. The rules are starting to change. 2016, the core GPA gonna go up to a 2.3. And we had people come in and talk to them about that information so they can be better equipped to receive those scholarships and things of that nature. I think the most important thing, Jimmy Johns, being Mr. Football from Mississippi, highly recruited kid, but just recently we all have made bad decisions, myself included. But being able to show adversity, to never quit, never give up, and also to know to leverage and your personal brand is so important. Your reputation, the things you're doing when nobody else watching. That's what we want these kids to understand here, to leave here today to understand what I'm doing when nobody's watching is so critical. When I first meet somebody for the first time, my appearance, it don't matter how much money I have, but I can iron my shirt. I can iron my clothes. Even more importantly, when I stick my hand out, shake that man's hand, introduce myself. These kids left here today with some valuable information. And I'm just fortunate we was able to assemble this team, and the people took a lot of time today to make this thing happen. So that what TAP stand for, Together Assisting People, preparing athletes to be successful outside athletics.